Motivation.
By the end of this topic, you would be able to explain the two fundamental questions in the study of motivation.
Identify the sources and expressions of motivation.
Describe the three major components of motivation.
Explain several themes in the study of motivation.
Motivation.
When you discuss this topic, what makes you continue do so until the end of the topic?
The answer is none other than your motivation to finish studying this topic.
If you feel demotivated, you will not continue reading until the end of the topic, and most probably will stop in the middle of the topic, or even right at the beginning.
So, what does the word motivation mean? The following paragraphs will answer this question.
Motivation is an important research area in the field of psychology. We often hear the word motivation used in everyday language where the definition and explanation given are very general, for example, the reason for action, and an internal force that directs behavior.
In academic discussions, motivation is explained in a scientific and more specific manner covering all the different sources, expressions and components of motivation.
Definition and fundamental questions of motivation.
What is the definition of the word motivation? Petra, 2004, defines it as the concept we use when we describe the forces acting on or within an organism to initiate and direct behavior.
On the other hand, Reeve describes motivation as those processes that give behavior its energy and direction.
The study of motivation, therefore, covers anything and everything that energizes and directs our behavior. What we need to explore are the reasons why behavior is initiated, the behavior's direction, and its level of intensity.
The two following fundamental questions, as explained by Reeve, address the above-mentioned concerns.
What causes behavior?
Why does behavior vary in its intensity?
What causes behavior?
To sufficiently answer the first fundamental question, we need to find out the answers to the following 5 specific questions.
Why does behavior happen?
Behavior may happen for various reasons. For example, an eating behavior happens because of a physiological need and the psychological feeling of hunger.
The same behavior, however, may happen because of other relevant reasons.
For instance, it is possible for a person to eat even though he is not hungry. The person may eat because he is in a social situation where there is a pressure to eat.
Why behavior is sustained over time?
There are certain behaviors that can sustain for many hours while there are others that occur only for a brief moment.
Some people can sit and watch a movie non-stop for 3 hours but struggle to pay full attention for a 30-minute lecture.
Struggling to pay attention to a lecture is probably due to a lack of interest on the subject, or in academic terms, a low level of intrinsic motivation.
Why behavior stops?
A behavior stops for various reasons. We stop eating when we no longer feel hungry.
We stop competing in sports because of previous failures.
We stop studying because of our poor achievement in examinations.
The reasons are often not the same and vary from person to person across different times and situations.
Behavior changes direction when a new important factor or information emerges.
For example, a student may feel highly motivated to revise her history subject but suddenly changes to physics and chemistry when she realizes there will be a test soon for both subjects.
Why behavior is directed to some goals yet far away from other goals?
The answers to these 5 questions must be explored from the 2 main sources of motivation.
Why does behavior vary in its intensity?
Behaviors vary in its intensity because our levels of motivation do not.
We may feel motivated to go to work today, maybe not so much tomorrow, but may feel very motivated the next day.
There are 4 main factors that have an impact on the intensity of behavior.